25-year-old single parents, basically, which is terrifying, considering that we're 28, and I can't even imagine taking care of a cat at this point. But, my dad, he worked for a home building company, and so part of the deal was, you know, you can build a house and you get cost, and you know, you get favors from trades and stuff. So he lived in a really big house in a really nice neighborhood, but only for like 6 months, and we weren't allowed to do anything in the house, like no shoes, no running, no anything. You can't fuck anything up because they're going to sell it immediately, you know, and you make money. And so we didn't have any blinds a lot of times in the houses and stuff, and the new neighborhoods, you may remember this, like they didn't have any fences between the houses, so you would look, your backyard was their backyard, and your back of your houses leaned up against each other, basically. And like on Saturday nights when we go to my dad's, you know, he didn't have a lot of money, so we would just turn all the lights off and then take a pair of binoculars and pass it around between the three of us. And we weren't sad, like we were like, oh, we have to go to Dad's and we're poor. We were like, Dad's rad, he lets us do really fucked up shit, like looking through his windows and we were really old before we put it together, and we were like, I don't know. Another fun activity was he would take us, we would take us to the river. We grew up in a place called Calgary, and there's like a bunch of rivers. Just like Calgary, you're not from there, right? Just like it, yeah. Minneapolis, I mean, we're basically in Canada right now, so, but, anyway, we used to go, my dad would take us on the weekends, and he would make us, we would go down to the river, and they would freeze over, and my dad would make us, they didn't usually ever freeze completely over, or at least one of the rivers did, and the other one didn't, so he would take us to the one that didn't freeze completely over, and the game would be to get as close to the edge of, like basically it would freeze on both sides on the land, and it would freeze together, and then there would be like the river still rushing underneath in the middle, and we would just like, remember also, that was basically the game, and I found it terrifying, and then he would take us places and we like reached like river, which was like disgusting.
But we also, the fun thing about my dad and his brother, because they took us on the weekend and we're lucky we're alive, and but they used to, if you cried, this is how Tegan and I actually, this could be enlightening for the people that work with us.
Okay, so that's Tegan on the left. You finally figured out.
But when you cried, that didn't get you out of it. In fact, it just enraged them, and it made them want to make you do whatever they wanted you to do. Like, for example, when you I love it, these people are like, we love to get enraged about things and force people to do things they don't want to do. Yeah. That's terrifying. I love it when you say something really controversial on stage and people are like, that's what I do. Or that happened to you. Yeah. Okay, but so here's the thing. So my dad and my dad's brother would take us skiing, for example, or anything, ice skating, and ice skating particularly was terrifying because, like Tegan said, a lot of times the river or the lake wouldn't thaw completely, and we would be skating and there would be these tremendous popping, like the ice popping, and it would sound like thunder, and you would skate as if it was, the craft was following you. Like, we were like basically speed skaters because you would hear these horrible poppings, and my dad would be like, we'd be like, maybe we should stop, and they'd be like, you're goddamn not gonna stop, you're gonna go around the whole goddamn lake. I'm not crying right now, I'm just telling you how awesome our childhood was, because it was awesome and it was fun, and we didn't cry, and we learned not to cry because if we cried, then my dad thought that was another way of us having fun, showing that we were having a really awesome time, that we were going to remember forever. Anyways, I don't know why Tegan started talking about this, but now I just want to call my dad. I can tell you. Okay, well. My dad doesn't care that we tell these stories because he still thinks that these are good life character building experiences. Like, he does not apologize. He just laughs and goes, why? You want to go skating? I have skates in the back of the car. You want to go right now?